to him, and he was following me. Then I tried to speak to him, he's not listening. Then I said, okay, yeah, Prophet had sex with his daughter-in-law. I clearly being sarcastic. No one understood that Prophet Shemsi, if Prophet had sex outside marriage, وَالْعِيَذُ بِاللَّهِ, because that is a clear kufr, making a ta'an of النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام. نعوذ بالله من ذلك. Accuse the Prophet to be adulterer, وَالْعِيَذُ بِاللَّهِ. Clearly I've been sarcastic, and what I meant marriage, okay? But it's a lie. So clearly I was sarcastic. Clearly in the same video I mentioned is a lie. So
Brother Shamsi has made a response to the initial advice I gave him about him saying, in sarcasm, let's use his word, in sarcasm, yeah, the Prophet had sex with his daughter-in-law, to a hooligan, unworthy heckler, to try and get him away from him. And where we don't say, and we've already made these excuses for him, we don't say that he actually, Shamsi, believes in this, i'tiqad. I mean, we make excuses for him that we cannot imagine that a brother like Shamsi, who's been doing da'wah for all these years, is a kafir, because someone who nataqa bi kalimat al-kufr, yani, it's not necessarily a kafir, someone who speaks the kufri words or not. And also there's the qaida, which is من ثبت إسلامه باليقين لا يزول بالشك, like whoever his Islam has been affirmed with certainty, it cannot be diminished with doubt. So I want to be very clear here, we're not making takfir of Brother Shamsi, and I don't think anyone should, and this is a very important disclaimer, but I just feel like the brother has made too many excuses for himself. And what is the problem with just saying, I shouldn't have said these words, even to get the heckler away, I shouldn't have said these words. You know, you have to be just with yourself. And so he brings up the definition, the Cambridge Dictionary definition of sarcasm, the use of remarks that clearly mean the opposite of what they mean. That's fine. First of all, that's not a universally accepted definition. Merriam-Webster has a different definition, and Oxford has a different definition. But let's go with that definition. Let's go with if this is exactly what you meant, and I actually do believe that you didn't mean those things. My question to you is this. My question is, where in the Quran, where in the Sunnah, where in the aqwal of the Salaf, does it say you can use kalimat kufriya, which are disbelieving words, which you acknowledged in the video are disbelieving words, because it's fi abd al-nabi, ta'an fi abd al-nabi, it's an attack on the honor of the Prophet. Where in the Quran, where in the Sunnah, where in the aqwal of the Salaf do we find a license for a Muslim to use such words, in sarcasm, which is kufri words? That's it. وَلَكِنَّ الْبَيِّنَةَ عَلَى الْمُدَّعِ. As the hadith says, the burden of proof is upon the one who's making the claim. So since you are saying, you are saying it in sarcasm, and you are insinuating that there's nothing wrong with saying kalimat kufriya ta'an fi abd al-nabi, an attack on the honor, the sexual honor of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you can use words of sarcasm in that context. My question is very clear. Where in the Quran, where in the Sunnah, and where is in the fahm, or the aqwal, or the athar of the Salaf, do we find such statements being clearly made from Allah, the Messenger, or the Sahaba? This is my question. This is it. The burden of proof is upon the one who's making the claim. But what I would say to you is this. We might be adversarial in some of our positions to do with tabdi'a and whatever, but this should not prevent you, from speaking the truth against yourself. I really think you should think this through, because if you want to justify kufri statements, it's going to discredit you more than you are already discredited, and it's going to ruin your credibility, and it's going to make everyone know that that the pursuit of your own individual case or status is dearer to you than the pursuit of truth.